We didn't wake anybody up.
We didn't want to wake anybody.
But it's 1 o'clock, isn't it? I mean, so
it is 1 o'clock
here.
Yeah.
And it's 6 o'clock here because our clock's changed on Sunday. So we've now got a 5-hour time difference again. So that makes life a lot easier. Don't have to work things out anymore.
Right.
And I mean, it's a 3-week period this time, but there's just one mistake in 3 weeks, which I think is not too bad at all.
Right.
Okay, so just wait for Facebook to catch up to us and for people to join us on air. Yeah, you just.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll go second. No problem. Because
go ahead. What were you going to ask me?
We're on your page today, so we're on the right page.
Oh, okay. Well, wherever we go, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, indeed. So people won't be able to find us now because we're on a different page yesterday.
Right.
We've shared out everywhere. I mean, I saw your share sort of 5 or 6 minutes ago. I thought,
yeah,
I haven't cross posted. I haven't shared, so I did it very quickly. So
I went in and turned the cross posting on.
Right, everybody's found us now. So welcome to the broadcast with myself and David. We're here for about 30 minutes and we're talking about your community, about our community, and you're more than welcome to join us. You can join us live on air today, and I'm going to post a link so that you can actually join us. So just give me a second on that. I'm going to copy the link, and the link is there.
Hello, Jerry.
And Jerry. And you always get 3 copies of that first message. I don't know why. It's strange. The same message comes. It's as if it's waking up.
I've seen that for quite some time, actually. From time to time, it shows up 2-3 times. So like maybe it's Facebook making up for all the ones it missed.
Could be. And if anybody wants to join us on camera, click that link. All you need is a Chrome browser, camera, microphone, and you're good to go.
Now, Stephen, I had an idea that, and I didn't talk to you about this. We don't talk before.
Yeah, we don't.
And I've been picking on Stephen quite a bit before we went live. So, I got to close something here.
Yeah, because I've got something down there.
I thought it would be fun to try and do a Kahoot live.
Am I going to like this?
I don't know where your sound went.
My sound's gone.
Can't hear you.
Just a minute, Jerry. Can you hear me?
No, Jerry. I don't think it's your end. I think it's it.
This is weird. I've got my standard.
Hello, Barry. Nice to see you. No, I don't hear you.
Do you cut out all of us? Ah.
Nope. Can't hear you, Stephen. Keep going. He says he's going to take off and come back. He's doing to me what I did to him yesterday. That's okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome and joining us to broadcast into your community. So help me out in the comments. Has anybody ever heard of Kahoot? Yes or no in the comments. Have you ever heard of Kahoot? And if you... Oh, you can hear Stephen? So is it me?
I'm back again.
Can you hear me, Barry?
Right. Thank you, Barry. Right. So I just did a quick change.
Hey.
Into the phone box, did a twirl.
And then you want me to go out and come back?
Yes, please.
Yes. Let's try this again.
Right. Okay. I'm in control now. And you know who we are. So I'm going to take the banner off. And that's the first thing I'm going to do. And David's coming back. Let's hope this time. I've got the test card. I've got David. And 3, 2, 1. Magic of Be.Live. Hello, David.
My bad.
Hello, David.
I can tell you why in a moment.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Right. Can you hear me?
I can, and it was my fault. My Bluetooth transmitter died on me.
Dear me. And we've got a full house as well. It wouldn't be so bad. We've got 12 people watching, and
Holy crap!
You're live, and your batteries went. That's. Do you know what that means? It means that you've got to tell the dad joke. Over to you. That's what you've got to do.
I've been famous for a lot of things, let me tell you, but now becoming famous for bad dad jokes. Okay, I have just one today.
Do I need to go off screen?
No, I'll just stay with me.
Right, okay.
This won't take. My boss asked me, who is the stupid one, me or him? I told him, everyone knows he doesn't hire stupid people.
Oh.
Well, if that doesn't get you fired, folks.
And we say the gang is all here, so we say hello to Ronnie.
Ronnie, how you doing, buddy? How you holding up? Hope you're doing well.
Say hello to Fonz. Told you the gang's here. Fonz and I had good fun earlier today.
Yes, how'd that go?
Yeah, everybody's here, and Barry's saying he's never heard of it. Right. Okay. Well, this is going back a bit. This is not current. Yeah.
Kahoot. I was talking about Kahoot.
That's where we were. You actually carry on.
He said he'd never heard of that. Oh boy, I can't wait to read the dad joke for tomorrow. Tomorrow being, I'm already looking at it. Oh, Siri, shut up.
Don't curse. I'll tell you for why. Jennifer's watching.
Oh, shh. Don't tell her what I just said a minute ago.
I won't repeat it.
Okay, shh, don't.
Right.
You better be on your lunch. Otherwise, you should be doing something. Hi, honey. I was going to try tomorrow's April Fool's Day. I don't know how that's going to go. The virus was April Fool's. Yeah, whatever. But Kahoot is, Stephen, you know what Kahoot is, right?
I know what in cahoots means, but I've never heard of Kahoot.
You've never heard of Kahoot? Oh, wow. Kahoot is an online, it's used a lot. I use it in teaching. You can create your own trivia questions or polls, etc. And then people can join remotely with a device.
Yeah.
And then play online. It's like a little touchpad that you can use. So I did one with my class today online, and it worked very well. I've done them before online, and I'm thinking I'm going to have a trivia night coming up. I don't know when, but I'm going to do a trivia. And anybody anywhere in the world can play simply by going to kahoot.it online in their browser. And then there's a game pin that you enter, or you can download the app on your phone, the Kahoot app. And then you watch on screen, and then you use this as a touchpad, A, B, C, or D. It's multiple choice. So if you guys are interested in trying that, let me know. Let us know in the comments. And I'll pull up a real simple, fun 10-question Kahoot that might take 5 minutes to play, and we'd have some fun. So if you want to play a quick Kahoot or try it out, you need to go to kahoot.it or in another tab, or download the app on your phone and then watch live here. So let us know. Anyway, we'll give that a few minutes to see if anybody comes along with that.
Right. In the meantime, then, whilst we're waiting, you know that Be.Live free version, you could do as many broadcasts as you want, and it ran out today. So you can go to Be.Live, you can sign in for free, and you can do free broadcasts as many as you want today. They've now extended that, and you can now use Be.Live for free, go live as many times as you want, and that is until the end of the quarantine that we're all in. So you have well, it is a wow, because you've got the use of the free version of Be.Live. It's not got all the bells and whistles David and I are using today, but it does allow you to go live, 4 people on screen, and you can just use it, and it's free.
Yeah. My friend Jay Peckham, whom you know, he started doing a live on his personal timeline every day. I'll give him a shout out in a time. Every day at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And he's just talking about isolation and what people are doing. And I'm happy to see another person. He even gave me credit the other day for introducing him to live streaming. And yeah, he's using Be.Live. So I'm assuming he's using the free version, which is great. And he's just having local people jump on and talk about what they're doing. So that's good to see.
Brilliant. And if you do go to Be.Live and you do join up, you get a link to the Be.Livers group, and you can join the Be.Livers group. 2 weeks ago, the Be.Livers group had 11,000 members, then 12,000 members. There are now 13,000 members in the Be.Livers group. It's gone up 2,000 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's the place to be. And just be.live, and you can broadcast for free. You can broadcast on Facebook and on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, live stream is certainly taking off. It's one of the positive things coming out of the coronavirus is people are looking to alternatives on how do we communicate, how do we stay in touch, and live streaming. Well, we've known it for a while, Stephen, but everybody else is finally catching on.
That's true. The main beneficiary appears to be Zoom.
Yeah, I would have guessed that.
Yeah, which is good. Right. Okay. Okay. Where do we go from here?
Well, let me.
Agenda.
I'll just share my screen here and just give a quick coronavirus update here in Sarnia Lambton, if that's all right.
Okay, surely. I'm going to hide.
This won't take long.
Okay.
I just like to give the updates for everybody. That I know you hear about this stuff every day and whatnot, but just to that's taking a minute to load. But here we go. So, and Stephen, your audio's crackling again. So here in Sarnia Lambton area, at least at Blue Water Health, I should say, because there's Petrolia and there's anyway, but at Blue Water Health here in Sarnia, they've had 105 tests to date. Total patients tested with negative is 53. Total patients tested with confirmed 23 and 4 deceased. So 27 confirmed cases. It said 28 yesterday, so I'm guessing that. And I missed the media call today. I suspect I'll be receiving some media release usually about now. It was 28 yesterday, so I'm assuming that one of those was taken back. As I said, we thought it was, but it wasn't. So they're on top of things. And that's for those of you here in Sarnia, bluewaterhealth.ca, COVID-19 information. Actually, I'll take that and, I can't post here, because I'm not the producer. But there you go. Now, as far as in all of...
no, I am.
That's right.
Sorry,
there we go. Me! Oh, this has changed a bit here. Middle East. Where's Canada? There we go. Still going, still growing. 92 total in Canada. 33 in Ontario. Here's interesting numbers for Canada, which I'll move that a little bit. British Columbia was actually kind of leading the way. They were about 6 or 7, if I recall, to R1 originally in Ontario. And now we're 33 in Ontario and British Columbia is 19. Not that this is a race by any means, but that's like, I keep looking at this every day because I'm a bit of a pattern guy. So I kind of look around and try to figure that stuff out. And I haven't seen any kind of pattern here. And I'm not a doctor. So can only imagine what the front line and the medical staff are trying to figure out. But still growing in Ontario. And we've surpassed. Quebec has really taken a jump. Big spikes happening here. So no sign of slowing down. More interesting now, Newfoundland and Labrador now has 1. Alberta was low. This is all, we haven't seen it come this way just yet. So anyway, those are the numbers right now. And again, in Sarnia, this is what's happening here. So patients that are currently in the hospital, 17, and patients in the hospital with suspected tests, 16. So they're doing the tests according to whatever they feel necessary because they are limited to those tests. So there's your coronavirus update for Sarnia Lambton. Thanks, Stephen.
Okay, and we'll come back on screen. Am I crackling, sir?
Not now.
Okay, good. I'm just going to change back to that. Okay, and we're good. All right, I'm still waiting for the other themes to come through.
Sorry, what's that?
I'm waiting for the other themes to come through.
Oh, there's some new themes coming?
I'm hoping so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a hope. I've lost track of the comments. Well, in fact, I've not seen any comments come through for the last 10 minutes. So either people have stopped watching us, which is always possible. Right, okay. I'm just going to share my screen for just a moment or two. And I'm going to go share screen. I'm going to go to Chrome tab. I've only got 2 open, so it's got to be that one. And I'm going to come back and bring it up on screen. If you don't mind, David, I'll just switch your camera off for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm bringing this up into the broadcast. I'm going to go picture in picture. And the situation in the UK is that what they're trying to do is to make sure that we still use common sense and that we still adhere to the rules that have been set down. But the problem with that is that one of the ministers has misinterpreted the rules and he has been pulled up for it. But that's minor. The current situation in the UK is there are 22,141 confirmed cases. 2,619 of those are new in the last 24 hours. And unfortunately, 1,408 people have died. We're waiting for testing to increase. At the moment, testing is around about 5,000 a day. The problem is that our National Health Service has 1 million employees. And at that rate, it's going to take a long time to actually test everybody. Just going back on the page in the headlines. I mean, our newspapers, this is The Guardian, which is out of Manchester in the UK. And all the stories relate to coronavirus. And, it's difficult to actually escape it. So what we're actually trying to do, and I'll stop sharing now, is we'll keep you apprised of the facts here, but we're trying to keep going at the same time and have a positive outlook. The CEO of Be.Live is Daniel Meyer, and Daniel went on a skiing trip in February, and a week after he returned, he discovered that one of the people on the trip actually had contracted coronavirus, which meant that Daniel went into isolation. And Daniel has now been in isolation for the last 2.5 weeks. And he was talking to Irene yesterday. The video is live on the Be.Live page and in Be.Livers. And he was telling us about, basically, he's fine. He's not had any of the symptoms, but obviously he's in lockdown. In Israel, you actually in confinement for 24 days. Yeah, so it varies around the world as to how long you're actually in confinement for. But if you want to know what it's like from the inside, then Irene's interview with Daniel was very insightful. As I say, he's fine. He's still in control. Yeah. And he's not near his wife or child, so he's in isolation, and he's burying himself in his work, as it were.
What's really interesting, and thanks for sharing that about Daniel. I didn't know. Jennifer and I were talking last night, and now of course, even in the household, we're constantly talking about, okay, whether this and like I called to, like I know you're saying around in the UK, they're talking 6 months. I think it's 6 months anyway, but that's a debatable topic. But so we're talking about what we need to be doing and be careful and do this and do that. Jennifer's going back to work for a couple of days. And she works in a dentist's office, but there's just going to be the two of them there doing some catch-up work and stuff. And I said, okay, but you're at the front, like there's obviously not patients coming in. They're just doing some office work. And I said, who else? And she's like, so-and-so. And I said, okay, well, you need to make sure that, like, if there's another computer room that you can be working in, you still need to be practicing that. Even though you've been isolated for 14 days, if you're in a room with somebody else who has, doesn't mean it's over. And it's one of the things we talked about was that there are people out there that are like, oh, I isolated for 14 days. I'm good now. I can go back out and do no. Just because you isolated for 14 days doesn't mean it's okay to go back out and hang out in the park. In fact, and I posted this on my Facebook page yesterday, our Ontario government has extended the state of emergency. And what I mean by extended, I don't mean the time. They're extending what it is. And they've now closed all public parks, any outdoor facilities, sport, all that stuff has all been now closed down. So that's another interesting discussion that we have regularly in the house, is what we can or cannot do. But one of the things, I was getting to was, it's interesting how different cultures in different parts of the world are handling it, right? How we look at this, 1 week, 14 days, 24, can or cannot do is so much different. Oh, I see the comments are showing up again now.
The comments are back. So I did actually post the link. Hopefully we're on. Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I posted. That you posted the other one, but I didn't. I just, that's the correct one. Kahoot with a K. Hey, right. Claudette, how you doing? Hope you and John are doing well. Jennifer pointed it out. She ran away because she thought I was telling her to get back to work. Which is another interesting topic that we had, because Jennifer being home from her job, it was first couple of days, it's kind of, you feel like a bit of a vacation, you're watching lots of Netflix and you're doing all this and that. And I was like, okay, I still work every day. Let's take advantage. Like, let's not get too comfortable on the couch, because it makes it that much harder to get off the couch.
You've got to keep as normal as you can. Now you and I have got broadcasts. You've got broadcasts over the weekend, during the week, and they stay. So they become part of the focal point of the week, and they keep you on track so that you know what day it is. And that's important, to have a routine to actually work around. And that's what we've been doing, is actually keeping things going. And
well, and I'm fortunate to be teaching from home, right? So that keeps an income going and it keeps me busy. But that being said, in our business, Stephen, like, we're constantly having to find different ways to create streams of income. So there's a few ideas I've had written down in a notebook that I'm like, oh, I got to get to that. I got to get to that. Yeah. And then this came along. It's like, well, I guess it's time to maybe start trying to implement that in an online fashion.
Yeah, then this is the time to be doing things. This is the time to prepare and get things ready. Right, we've got to give a shout out to a friend of ours. Unbeknownst to us, our friend Fons Chamberlain, the Cambridge historian, has a book coming out.
I did.
Yeah, because he mentioned it. I thought we'd mention it today again. It's around about $5. It's on Amazon. If you type in Fons, you'll find him. It's the history of Cambridge, and it's going to be, as we say in the UK, a cracking good read. So do head over there if you need a diversion and you want to know about the history of Cambridge, then which is obviously University Town.
Type Fons.
Yeah, you should be able to type Fons, because then.
Oh, I got the Fons lunchbox. I got the Fons.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, he's still famous, isn't he? Well, the other Fons is famous, the real one.
So what's it called?
I don't know. It's the Cambridge. If you type Cambridge historian, that might find it. Yeah, should be in there. It's on pre-order at the moment.
Cambridge Companion. Am I
Nope.
Long Shadow?
Just try. Okay, we'll get there in a minute. Try Cambridge and Fonz. Because there's going to be that much stuff about Cambridge and that much stuff about Fonz for different reasons. I'm going to have to tell you.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
You want to share this?
Yes, surely.
Why not, he says.
Indeed.
Let me find it. Clickety click. Bob trick.
Okay. So I'm bringing it up on screen. I will make it full screen and we'll stay here.
There we go.
There we go.
Discover Cambridge by our friend Fonz Chamberlain. $7.21 Canadian.
Very good.
Do you have a 2-for-1 deal? No, that's really awesome, Fonz. Congratulations on that. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little jealous. Writing a book is something that it's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
and I'll get it there eventually.
Yeah. I've got a book on there. It's now like Fonz. He's doing history. My book is historical too. It contains information on a variety of live streaming platforms, including Smile Time and Huzza and Blab, and it's just so out of date. It's not true, but it is sort of the history of broadcasting. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So let's go back to us, and I'll hide that. So there you are, Fonz.
I see a question. I'm moving all around here. I see a question from C.A. Stark. Parks clarification, please. So if you, I can't post a link from here, but if you, well, here I'll just share a different screen.
Okay.
On my Facebook page is a post about. I'm trying to multitask and I can't. I'm a man.
While Davi's doing that, I'll read the post. Park clarification, please. Can we use the park, i.e., time without using any of the workout equipment?
Okay. Should be able to bring that up. I'll just go back over here. So here is the post. This came out yesterday. All outdoor recreational amenities across province closed. All recreational. I would say that's pretty clear, but this is all it in here. The new order would close all communal or shared public or private outdoor recreational amenities everywhere in Ontario. So I'm thinking that's Canadair Park, which is what she's asking. Yeah. Including but not limited to playgrounds, sports field, basketball, tennis courts, off-leash dog parks, beaches, skateboards, BMX park, picnic areas, outdoor community gardens, park shelters, exercise equipment, condo parks, gardens, outdoor recreation. Keyword, outdoor. Public outdoor. So if you were going for a walk in Canadair Park, I'm thinking that's probably closed. So that's available. Click the link on my Facebook page and it'll take you to my website, the show live.live, and there's a news section there. I'm posting media releases every day on the website there as well. So I hope that helps and answers your question, Stark. Pretty much I would take that very clearly. If you're going for a walk, and this comes up a lot because we're here, stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home. Jennifer's been going for walks. I sometimes get to go with her. And even when we're walking together, we're distancing ourselves. And when we come up towards somebody, we go far away around them. I think you need to get outside. And at this point, they're still allowing it. I don't know that that's going to last forever, but I would say avoid the parks. Yeah.
Well, our medical officer said yesterday that they sense that what we're doing at the moment is starting to work. They won't know definite until next week, but they do sense that in the UK, the restrictions being placed on us are actually having an effect. Most people are actually obeying them.
Yeah.
And
I would say that it's starting to work.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a situation now where the supermarkets' shelves are starting to be fuller of things. We've got queuing outside the supermarkets. You queue 2 meters apart, and they allow 10 people in at a time. And it takes getting used to, but it's not an imposition. It's not an imposition, because to actually shop in a supermarket when you know there are only about 30 people there is a lot better than normal, because you can get to the shelves.
Yeah.
and you can buy things, and the only change in the whole operation is, well, you queue, and then 10 people at a time are allowed in, and they keep their distance from each other. You can go all around the supermarket, then you led into a final queue, where again there's separation of people in the queue, and that leads to a control point, and there's one person actually in charge of all the tills, and they say, right, okay, go to till number 5. So the person goes to till number 5, go to till number 10, go to till number 12. So what you effectively got is a continuous flow to each of the tills. So rather than you choosing the till, it's being chosen for you, and it means an even workflow for the cashiers. And then when you get to the cashier, each cashier is sat in their booth, but it's got a Perspex frontage now, and then there's a hole through which the card reader comes, and it's a totally different setup, but it's obviously being done. My only question, because I don't do many conspiracy theories, is how did, in the space of 2 weeks, our local supermarket managed to get hold of these Perspex covers to go on each till? We know they've got to be designed. We know they've got to be manufactured. Just a question. Right. But going to the supermarket is it takes longer. But
unless there was something already in existence for that type of thing, and they found it and just said, we need some of those.
That's a possibility.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, with these shows, are we back again tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be here.
Right. Over to you then to close the show.
Well, okay. Well, and thanks again for covering for me yesterday. And just so I had a few people saying, "Is everything's fine?" It was just some messages coming from about my dad, but everything was all good. It was just about him being moved into a new facility, and he's fine. So no concerns there. And thanks to Stephen for taking that over. And thanks to all of you for coming by. I hope you're being safe out there and being responsible. This is a really important part of we've all got to be extra responsible. And my prediction is when we do come out of all of this, we're still going to be treating day-to-day routines a little bit differently. But let's just be smart. Common sense out there right now. So from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, I thank all of you for coming by and joining us. And give us a 10 in the comments below if you enjoy seeing us, or even if you just like seeing Stephen and not me, whatever, give us a 10.
From the guys in England, take care, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Stop the stream. And I'm waiting.